Yeah, it's done by the root erosion, done by sheep rather than people. But aren't these two amazing? It's not often I find sycamores and just go, wow, you are incredible. Obviously I'm a native tree lover, and anything that just takes over I'm not a fan of, in whatever sphere. Nice little grove. Here's another one. Oh, because the sheep eat it up to the height that they can reach. So obviously, for an ickle human like me, it's really hard to negotiate with a rucksack on, backpack, rucksack, whatever you want to call it. I may have to exit backwards. Exeunt backwards. Hey, hawthorns. Oi. Watch where you're going. Okay. Well, good morning from here. I've just had my coffee, so I'm probably different. But you wouldn't know that. Hello, welcome. Thanks for joining me. If you're new, hello. I thought I felt a spot of rain then. It is raining. Let's quickly check out these ash trees for the last time before they die. Sorry of your plight. Really, we are really going to miss you, and people aren't going to know in decades to come. People really aren't going to know just how beautiful. I mean, well, I can show you now. Right, are you ready for this? Okay, now, if you want to know what we're missing or what we're going to miss, there, look at that light foliage, that dappled shade that it can give you, light and airy, with these almost feather-like leaves. They're going to be really missed by me, I tell you, absolutely missed. It's going to be the same way that people won't have any idea. Wow, look at all the snails. Yeah, feasting on the creatures or something. Something caused by its dying is causing, but look at that. And the raven's core. Yeah, so there's where we've come from. The tree to the right of the hawthorns there. It's a nice scene, isn't it? There is a walk I really want to do, but I've not mistimed it. I was unable to come last week, and I think that was my window. It was probably 2 weeks before was actually my window, but hey ho. So that'll have to wait for another time. I'm hoping to go to, it's not far from here, but it would have been magical. So I'll save it for when the hawthorn is out. And it will be magical. Well, I have come along that way. This way just looks lovely, but it's not quite the way. Oh dear. Well, I tell you what, let's have a wander this way and just see. Oh dear. This is what off-roading does, isn't it? Let's have a... Can I get through? How soft is it? Okay, not too bad. Whoa, what? No, okay. No, there are claws. There you go, that gives a clue as to what I was looking at. Well, greetings. Thanks for joining me. And welcome to another wander around a magical landscape. Do you know what? This didn't look very good from up there. It is paved. Look, dead elms. Case in point, the dead elms. There you go, that's what they grow to now. They used to be magnificent trees, asymmetric crowns, very tall. And if I show you this tree up ahead here, that one, yeah, oh, they were far bigger than that and far wider, you know, they went up to there. But now they're only growing that size. They're lucky if they get to 30. They're lucky if they get to 40. It's sad, and I fear that that is what's going to happen to the ash. You know, though, there are people, and hello if you're watching this, if you're not old enough to remember elm trees being surrounding the hedge, you know, being in the hedge lines of the roads. I think Wiltshire, where I am, was particularly full of them. There are areas I really remember, even from when I was that young. So there's a beautiful geranium here. Look at the tonal quality of the flowers and the leaves. I know it is slightly different in the on film, but the tonality is there. Sort of quite a deep pink with a kind of lightish green. But yeah, they would have been, you know, in hedgerows like this. Yeah, really sad. I miss them. And it's funny, I mean, we've had an example today. I did an interview, a live stream interview with well, an internet friend that I met through Instagram called Ellen. And I was saying, you know, and I say quite often that I don't plan my videos because I've spent my life in these places, and I know things because of that. And I've experienced things that I didn't know when I was a child and experiencing them, that they were going to become part of my life in my later years. That's the first time I've ever said that. You know, because I'm in the middle of experiencing my second tree extinction. Now I know you could say, well, come on, the elm trees aren't extinct. Okay, the mature elm tree, the mature tree extinction. If we lose our mature trees, we'll lose a landscape. Well, I'll show you. Here we are. Now, because of farming, we've lost loads of trees here. But look, yeah, see all the trees on the hills and the ones you can see in the foreground. Yeah, they're mature trees. They're what give that landscape life. If we were to lose all of them, this would become bleak and a desert. Hello. That sounds like a wren, doesn't it? And I was saying to Ellen that if I don't plan these videos, well, in the real, you know, in the sense of I sit there and I write a script, but because of my life, some of these videos have been making themselves from decades ago. Now, I couldn't have done these when I was 20. I couldn't have done them. I probably couldn't have done them when I was 30 or even 40. I can now. But as an example of how things coincidentally work out, some people will call it synchronicity. I call it coincidence. There's no difference, they're both the same. There are no coincidences. There aren't. That's the point. A synchronous life doesn't sound right, does it? But so you notice the white flowers. That's Gelder Rose, Viburnum oculus. We've got hawthorn, crataegus, can't remember, elder. So we have it's interesting how the colours change. You know, we'll have a period where the flowers just seem to be yellow or white, or white and blue and pink. You know, we have phases of these flowers. But, you know, I didn't come along here to talk about losing trees and respecting nature, but it's turned out like that because we need to refrain from cutting down trees. And I know it's probably not women who are cutting down trees. Let's be honest here. But when I was showing you the ash tree and talking about that, I didn't realise that I was then going to meet some elm trees and able to say, well, here's the elm trees, this is what happens. Now, there are people, and when I say people, I mean men, who seem to dismiss it, younger men, who don't have the energy and spirit I do. They're more, I don't know, there's a limit to them. They're saying, oh yeah, they'll recover, oh yeah, all this, you know. But I can say, well, the elms didn't, did they? And I don't see other things recovering, mostly. They, you know, you can say, well, nature will take over again. Yeah, but it's already been badly damaged. Now here's one of my favourites, as you probably are aware. I won't go close up on flowers because you won't really see them, they're so tiny. Little 4-pointed stars. Oh, it's blue tits. A view of an ancient landscape. That's Windmill Hill that we've just come off of. This is interesting grass here, isn't it? Don't know what that is. I'm not knowledgeable on my grass. So I've spent a number of decades being in nature and just learning while I'm in nature without trying to put my take on it, you know. And not just in nature, but in ancient places of nature. You know, the old landscape, which is where we're in now, you know, you may think, well, yeah, it's all happening around Stonehenge, all happening around Avebury, oh, it's all on the fens. But we've got no way of being able to know what's happening under Liverpool, Sheffield, Manchester, Birmingham, yeah, Leicester even, since that's close to the centre of England and the what would be a major central hub of our countryside. Now here's escapees from the garden. How they got here, I don't know. Aquilegia, granny's bonnets. Now, much as I love this plant, I don't want it becoming naturalised in ancient places like this. This is chalk downlands. Chalk downlands. Just like our chalk streams are incredible areas of habitat, as long as they're not being farmed. It's where farming has ruined things. Now I'm guessing this was a quagmire. This is all byways, I guess. Now I have to decide which way to go. I mean, some of these places look amazing. I don't know what the hell that is. Oh, a nice view through there. Look. Strange juxtaposition of stuff. Ah. Oh well, that's interesting. Well. Okay. Well, this is an organic farm. I didn't know that, but I'm glad. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to continue on this way and just see where we get to. I'm just having a look at the signs. So what I'm going to... Oh wow, there's some lovely ash in here. Oh, it's got the disease. So again, I've come to somewhere and I'm documenting the death of some trees. I mean, look at it. See, look. Yeah? That light colour, really cooling in summer. Absolutely cooling. Now I'll head along this bit. What I might do is not film all of this. Now, do you see, I'm going to mention this a lot because it's a really important part of my work, and that is to not cut down trees, to get people to not cut down trees. Look at it. See, without those trees, yeah, this would be, you know, the prairies of America, wouldn't it? There would be no break. These fields would just go on and on and on. And they're an example of how land has been ruined. Now look at this. Look at that. Shredded. That's deer. Usually muntjac all along here, well, there's a skylight just flown over there. All along here they've planted willows, right? And this is going to illustrate, seeing as this one's about trees, right? Now what's happened, well, let's see if you can spot the problem. Here are some here, the old ones, the remains of, yeah? Well, here's one here, yeah? Okay, now I'm wondering, can you spot what the problem is here? Any of you? This is my lesson today. Okay, well, you can't just plant trees. This stinks of couldn't be bothered to spend another 100 quid on tree guards to protect the trees from deer and rabbits, or however much. Let's say, I'm guessing probably this length, maybe 200 trees. Yeah, okay, so if you're going to buy if you want your trees to survive, why go to the trouble of buying the trees, yeah, let's say £1 each, £1 each, let's say, right? So for something this long, I'm guessing they would have needed at least 200 trees. Let's just use that, okay? So that's 200 quid. Then you would have had tree guards for 200. That's another 100 quid if you get the spiral guards, okay? Which aren't going to be big enough for deer, let's face it. You need proper tree guards, which are going to come about, what, £2, £3 to £5 each, okay? And then you spend however much paying people to do the work. So, I mean, it's a good week's work. So, what, 400 quid, let's say 400 quid. So, we're looking at £1,000. Now, if you take off the big guards, okay, let's say you spend, let's say 700 quid, right? But for the sake of another 300, right, yeah, you decide to, instead of this being full of willow trees now, it's empty. Why? Why? Yeah? What is the point? Well, I don't see any, personally. And it's sad. But basically what I'm trying to say is, if you're going to plant trees, there are two things you must do. Plant them properly, without messing about. Plant them, protect them, and then for the next subsequent years have regular inspections. Regular inspections. So you'll need to pay someone to come in and check them out, check the guards are fine, you know, check they haven't blown over, make sure the roots are firm, blah 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 blah, all of that. It's what has to be done. You can't just plant trees. Which brings me to another point, and that is the one thing that I have that people younger than me don't have is experience. I have seen, whether everybody's like this, I don't know. I think some people are involved in their own world, they don't notice things like I do. I'll notice patterns, you know, so there's something to be said for having a very difficult childhood. It does make you do stuff that is very useful. It brings all your senses out. Like that road we just passed was a private road, so I'm not going to go into that because I'm open. In fact, there was willows planted all the way along here, I think, by the looks of it. Yeah, there was. Yeah, I can see some of the stems coming back. I mean, it looks like they grew and then they cut them in order to get them to, unless that's, I don't know what's going on there. So we're talking a lot of money was spent on that and it failed. Wow, it's a nice view over there. I'll see if I can get it better. Can we get there? Yeah! There we go. I'll lift you up slightly. There we go. Nice view of Windmill Hill. Avebury's sort of in that direction. The birds, amazing. My daily friends. A lovely pink. There's the pink we want, that's native. Pink campion. Wow. Oh, see, trees, the difference in energy between there. I spared you the last bit of, well, the last sort of 5 minutes of walking through there. Look at the energy of trees, feel that. And that's why you should plant trees. That's why you should look after trees. That's why you should ignore money. Oh, wow! Look at this. Yeah, this is organic farm, isn't it? Look at this. Wowee. Oxeye daisy meadow. Wow, as far as the eye can see. Look at that. Well, it's not really because your eye can see the trees at the other end, but you know what I mean. Wow. I don't even have that many in the meadows I look after. Yet. Wow. Now, I'll tell you something about these. If you were to come here at dusk, this would just be magical, because the white at dusk becomes luminous. And what you would find is that they look like these white saucers, these white egg-like things floating in the air. That's why I would, you know, people ask me, you know, oh, what do you think I should plant? Well, oxeye daisies are good in the garden because you can be there in the, you know, if they're at a point from where you sit or you have to walk through them at dusk, they'll look amazing. And here's something. Oh, it's a vetch. Oh, wow. Is it? Or is it Sanfoin? Sanfuan? Sanfoin? I don't know. No, we've got loads of that in our meadow. Beautiful multi-petaled flower heads. Wow, and to think I nearly didn't come this way. I nearly went, no, let's not bother. Wow. Look at it, it's full. I can't. Wow. That makes my heart sing with joy. I think this is the footpath there, but on my map it says the footpath's going to there. Yeah, well on my map it's going over to the corner there. But I'm not walking through that. I can't. I mean, even, you know, I'm okay walking through a cornfield or something, but, well, actually, I'm lying. I'm not okay with doing that. I need to find out what you're supposed to do, but I'm not walking through there. I'm not ruining that. See, this is beautiful. Yeah, it's not too long across the round the outside, is it? Get to enjoy it. Oh wait. Oh. What? Oh, it's a drainage system. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to go through it. So growing willow is a good thing because it seems that this is a wetland. Footpath, here we are. Here it comes out. Here we are. Yeah. But no one. Where did we come in? Well, over there where it ends. This is the path that way. There's the path through. Can't do it. Mind your head. Ooh. Okay. Well, here we are in a very seldom walked place. Hardly walked at all. Hardly walked for a long time. I see no footprints. I can see nothing broken. Wow, we're in a wild place here. Now, I was talking in this interview I did about how you should to connect with nature. Here, this is the way. Okay, I'm on my own and I've just walked. I've decided a route and I've gone, but what it's done, it's now led me somewhere that's quite wild. This is what people are scared of. Where we are now is frightening. Very, very frightening indeed to some people. No, this is frightening. It's enclosed. You can't see. There's lots of plants. There's stuff leaning over. Wow, sorry to lose you. Oh, I'm so sad about this. Really, I mean, look at this. Amazing, isn't it? Look at that. Wow. And in order to connect with nature, you have to go to places on your own. So I'm on my own. I'm a little bit nervous. I mean, even just following footpaths makes me nervous because I know that from following them, that very often they just disappear. You can't find them because people don't walk them. People will walk to a certain area and then just stop. Wow, look. Oh, this is beautiful, isn't it? What an area. I mean, these trees are really tall. I can't get them in. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Old. Let's go back a bit. Well, thank you for your life. Okay, you ready? I'm going to get up. I'll point you upwards. There. Beautiful ash trees. So I suggest go and speak to your local ash trees, talk to them. You know, I'm sorry for humans. I'm sorry because of humans, as well as I'm sorry for humans. They can't see what they've lost, blinded by paper and coin and numbers. Like this, I can't put a price on this. Yeah, this is very, well, I'm walking it to keep it open. It's almost like a thing you have to do now. We have to do this. We've got to keep these trails open. Ooh, little foxhole, maybe. This is part of the old landscape, see? This is part of ancient tracks, an ancient network round here. You know, with all the settlements, Avebury, Windmill Hill, the one out towards Swindon, Barbary Castle, and the other camp. You know, you have to get between these places. Oh, there's a bumblebee. Bumbling and bimbling. Wow, look. So these trees like that look like they're two, they're very often one. And the reason they've grown into two is because they've been coppiced. So it looks like two. These are old. You know, ancient tree. Proper ancient tree. Hundreds, not thousands, but still pretty old. Whoa, Whoa! 2 buzzards have flown along the trackway. Did you see them? And look at this. I don't even know where the rest of it is. It's been eaten away. It's gone. There's no sign of anything. Now, many people would be quite scared here, certainly women. But I'd just like to reassure you that really, if you're in somewhere like this, who is going to be hanging out here waiting for an opportunity? Doesn't happen here. Those sort of things happen in towns, not here. Why, you know. You're more likely to meet an introvert who loves nature and cries a lot. Yeah, I'm not joking. Yeah, I nearly didn't come this way. I'm making myself do things, even though my knee's hurting. I'm just making myself do it because you see this. I wouldn't have seen this if I'd gone the other way. Tell you what, today I've seen such wild nature. I can't believe it. It's like they're all following me. I mean, obviously there is one bit of wild nature that I don't want to bump into in a confined space like this. Now that would be frightening. Very, very frightening indeed. Yeah, someone's put a... Well, someone is doing stuff. They've put a nesting thing up. But look at all these old trees. Yeah, so old. And they're going to be lost. Absolutely, completely lost. So thanks for joining me. I hope you've learned a lot today. Feel the fear, do it, respect nature and look after it. And use your instincts. Connect with nature by going into it on your own and use your instincts. If it feels wrong, it probably is. If it feels, and you've got to work out how you know it's your instincts and how you know it's not. But don't forget, as always, don't forget, like, subscribe, share, comment. Check out the links below. Sign up for a healing walk. Sign up for a healing session. If you want to donate, it's probably best via Patreon. And you know, just sign up for as long as you want to give me a donation. I'm sorry, you're getting loads in my face here. And well, yeah, and do it that way for as long as you want to donate. And I'll see you next time. Well, let's go forwards, and you can go first.